What is up? So I finally got the size 2 YZY Pods in, and just difference between shipping times and whatnot. So this pair is my size 3 that I ordered on December the 15th, and this took 11 weeks, no, I'm sorry, no, this took 5 weeks to get fulfilled, and then it took 5 days to get delivered. My February 11th made in China pair took 11 weeks to get fulfilled and 6 days to be delivered. A little bit odd because I have a Yeezy hoodie that I purchased on April the 15th, and I have not gotten an update since it shipped. And both the Yeezy hoodie and this pair of pods were in the same facility at the same time. So how in the world the pods got here before the hoodie did, I'm not sure. Or at the same time at least. Anyway. Difference is, first let's look at the bag. So you may see the bags are noticeably different. The size 2, and it could be a size thing, I'm not too sure. But the size 2 is obviously a bit more narrow, right? And the size 2 also is a bit more dark, has the sticker on it, also has the sticker with the materials and made in China right there. Another observation, the drawstrings are different too. The drawstring is a bit more skinny on the newer pair. And then the only other thing, the stitching for the bag, it's a bit more heavy duty on the Italy pair than the China pair. I actually almost like ripped this part right here when I was first undoing the drawstring. So that's the bag. Now, probably should have went over this first, right? But let's see. This is my original bag for the Made in Italy pair for the pre-order and everything. This is the bag for the Made in Italy pair. The only real difference is that there's some numbers right here that I don't know what they mean, but there's numbers there. Also, the Made in Italy pair has the ship date for the pre-order pods that I first purchased. The Made in China pair has the order date for when I first ordered them. So I don't know exactly what that means. It's weird. Yeah, yet another difference. Now, getting into the pods themselves, one thing you'll notice, the stitching on, so here's a China pair, here's an Italy pair, right? The stitching on the China pair is a lot more pronounced. So that's pretty interesting. This part up here is relatively the same, but there seems to be different stitching, whatever up here. It's really hard to tell. I hope it comes through on video, but you see there's basically this big section here, and that section looks a bit more narrow or shorts on the Made in China pair. One other major difference that I noticed, I may just insert the footage. Not sure where in the comparison video this will be added, but I have the Made in Italy pair on the right and the Made in China pair on the left. And it seems like that insole portion kind of extends to the heel area on the Made in Italy. That is not present on the Made in China. And you can see there's some obvious stitching differences and whatever. I'm not really concerned at all about construction, but it is kind of interesting, like noting some of the knitting differences. Like there's they seem to remove, that's interesting. So on the Made in Italy pair, there's this section that kind of goes around the foot like this. They straight up remove that for the Made in Italy pair. Now it looks like there's a strap section right here. So that's that. Another thing I noticed on this corner where a lot of people are concerned that this is a rip. It's not a rip, that's a gap in the seam. The gap is less noticeable on the Made in China pair. Can y'all even see that? There we go, that's a good view. The gap is less noticeable on the Made in China pair when you're wearing it, but there's also a brand new knit going down this angle right here, so interesting. I mean, all these differences so far haven't really amounted to any significant change in like feeling the way you walk or anything like that. They feel relatively the same to walk in. Before I get into how they, feel and all that stuff, let me quickly do a measurement because these are a size 3, these are a size 2. I know with the made in China pair that the sizing is overall more conservative, but I still think people want a rough estimate of what the sizing is like. But oh man, let me just tell you about the sizing. So size 3, I'm gonna make sure I extend it like this too, because this is how it's gonna be when you're actually wearing them. Like that part right here flattens out. So measuring from the sole, right? Yeah, from where your feet will rest. So that's about right there. From where your toes will rest, I correct myself. So you're looking at about 13. I would say I would call this 12.5. 12.5 of like flat foot space or whatever. For the made in China pair, size 2, from where your on average where your toe is gonna set to all the way down, I would say 11 and a half. Yeah, I would say 11 and a half for that. About flat foot area, 11 and a half, maybe 11 3/4. So you got about an inch of difference. So I put these things on all throughout the day, and I've just been like, just seeing what the differences were, what I liked, what I disliked, right? So with the size 2, the size 2 fixed my issue with having space in the toe area. It's a lot more snug overall, right? And I no longer have any issues with there being just empty space up here. However, so one issue that I've had with the size 3 and now the size 2, but it's just a bit more pronounced, is it's all design. There is nothing keeping your heel, the back of your heel, from simply sliding over this rear pod, panel, sole, whatever the hell you want to call it, section, right? And yeah, it was an issue here, but in addition to that being an issue on the size 3, I also had the empty space up here. So my ankle was hanging out, and I had space up here. I would every 5 minutes just be like readjusting, pulling back on this rear sole, just to make it feel a little bit more normal and a little bit more comfortable to walk around in. The size 2s, my logic was, okay, if I size down and give it an overall tighter fit, maybe, because this seems like a pretty like stiff area or whatever, and the knitting I heard changed a bit, maybe I won't have that issue of my back heel going over the rear pod. That was not the case. Not even close. Okay, like my heel definitely slipped back quite a bit. I think I'm just gonna cut the footage of me wearing them and how pronounced it looks. I think I have another comparison too where you can see me wearing a size 3 and then the China pair as well. It is noticeable and you feel it. You feel it whether you're wearing a size 3 or a size 2. In my case, and like I said, I'm a size 12 foot, but and I can fit into smaller too if I need to or if I just want to. I'm pretty comfortable with 11.5s too, but yeah, that heel issue, I talked about it in one of the videos I uploaded on these. I was like, dude, the one thing that they need to do, other than like improve the construction overall, is extend this rubber portion so your heel doesn't slide back. Like 99% of shoes out there. I know they're not trying to be, the average shoe. It's not. Even if they added that bit, I mean, this is still a really unique, like really, honestly, aside from what I just said, really comfortable, just seamless, like not even there pair of shoes until your heel slides back. I mean, like all they need to do is just add that bit. That's all they need to do. Like I really, it just blows my mind that they haven't done it yet. But maybe it's coming. I don't know. I just hope it does. But I had a size 2 on order and I had a size 3 on order. In addition to this one, I had ordered 3 pods since I got in my first pair, and I'm thinking about just canceling that third and fourth pair because it's just going to be the same story. I might as well just keep, you know, my OG pair, just keep it, archive it or whatever. And yeah, as much as I want to keep these, I may just give them away to a family member or something. Like, obviously, it improved the toe section, but it didn't improve the heel issues I was having. So, like I said, I'm gonna cut some footage here and there, kind of with the pods on feet and whatnot. But I have a ton of other videos if you want like close-ups on what they look like in different places. Me taking them to different places. I got that. I got many videos on that. But yeah, I hate that I had to end this negatively. Like it's still an incredible invention, we'll call them, right? Incredible invention. You know, first time anything like this has really been done by an independent person, you know? So, cool idea. Cool idea. And it's been a lot of fun wearing these. I've had these for 3 months. It's been a lot of fun wearing these. And, you know, it's an experience. I'm just a little bit frustrated that the issues I was hoping to resolve didn't really resolve. If anything, they kind of just got... It got worse, it got better. We'll just say that, right? So I'm going to wait for a redesign. You know, this was cool, first iteration, you know, going to keep this pair for sure. Don't know if I'm going to keep this pair. And yeah, we'll just see what the future holds, y'all. Like I said, fun, cool, new invention. They are still an amazing walking experience if you don't deal with the issue with the heel. Yeah, the longevity of that comfort is what they need to focus on. And yeah, just adding that bit of rubber. I don't care if I gotta pay $21 for it, dude. Just add something here, please. All right, that's enough. Thanks for watching as always, and more soon.